Thank you for tuning in to the latest edition of the 12 Kyle podcast. Whether you're listening during your commute, while working out, or just relaxing at home, we appreciate you. Every download, every listen, and every subscription means a lot. Up next, the 12 Kyle podcast.
Celebrate over 100 years of steak perfection with Omaha Steaks. Right now, save 50% site-wide during their anniversary sale. Plus, get an extra $35 off with code CERTIFIED at omahasteaks.com today. They're America's original butcher, and only Omaha Steaks delivers a full lineup of extra-aged steaks so tender, they're USDA certified tender. Their customer favorite filet mignon has even been elevated to USDA certified very tender. And that attention to quality doesn't just stop with steaks. We're talking beefy burgers, air-chilled chicken, premium pork, and so much more. And every bite is backed by their 100% guarantee. Shop now to save 50% site-wide on steaks and more during the anniversary sale at omahasteaks.com. Plus, get an extra $35 off with code CERTIFIED at checkout. That's omahasteaks.com, code CERTIFIED. Minimum purchase may apply. See site for details.
Shopify is a global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business and sell more with less effort thanks to the Shopify Magic, your AI-powered all-star. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/redcircle, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/redcircle now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/redcircle.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Thank you for downloading. And thank you for subscribing to the latest edition of the 12 Kyle podcast. I am your boy 12 Kyle. I want to thank you all for tuning in as you do each and every week. Man, check this out. On this episode, I want to talk about recording moments. More specifically, I have a scenario. As many of you have probably heard, there's a very popular morning radio show called The Breakfast Club. And I don't listen to The Breakfast Club, but I do from time to time, I will watch their clips on YouTube. And this particular episode, or at least a clip that I saw, was on the Breakfast Club. And what happened was they were speaking about one of the producers at the Breakfast Club. And this particular person got engaged at that particular time. And during the engagement process, it was supposed to be recorded when they were popping the question to their significant other. But the person who was supposed to record it didn't record it. So the question was, should we record special moments? And from what I could gather, I don't think the producer whose engagement proposal wasn't recorded, I don't think they were upset about it, but the hosts from the Breakfast Club were clearly upset about it because they felt like the person who was supposed to do the recording dropped the ball. And so that sparked a debate, like, should you even be worrying about recording special moments? And I guess there's positives and negatives to doing that. Listen, we all live in a social media era. I know for a fact that if there were cameras and social media around in 1973, when I took my first steps, I'm sure my mom and dad probably would have recorded it, or they would have liked to have had it recorded, and they probably would have put it on their Facebook account. I'm almost certain that would have happened, right? That being said, there were no cameras. There was no social media in 1973. I was born in 72. I didn't start walking until like September of 73. And so, no, when I took my first steps, there was nobody there to record it. I guess they could have taken a picture, but that was back in the day with the Polaroid joints, and you had to snap it and then you had to fan it so the picture would come out. But I said all that to say this: technology would not have allowed my parents to record my first steps, or my first football game, or my first date, because I didn't grow up in that time frame. And so I'm from a different era, right? And I'm super cool with the era that I'm from, because I'm from a very fly era, excuse me. And so we didn't have that, so there wasn't necessarily a need to do it. Now you fast forward to nowadays, it's kind of the thing to do. Like, we're always walking around with these cameras. Oh, I grabbed the wrong phone. We're always walking around with these cameras, and we're always recording things and, things of that nature. So I get it, but I don't get it as well, because there's a chance that you could miss something while trying to record something. So if we go back to the scenario, that man proposed to his lady and he was cool with it. The fact that it wasn't recorded for the world to see, unless he paid somebody to record it, I didn't really get the big, I didn't get the big reason why people were frustrated. But there are, there's two sides to every coin, I should say. So the positives are, should you record every moment or record special moments? Yes, you could. If you do, that moment is captured forever. It's in your archives, and it can be viewed later on in life. I remember when I proposed to my wife. I remember where I was. I remember what I did. I remember how I did it. And it was just the two of us in my apartment in Decatur, Georgia, where it's greater. But that was a private moment. Like, I can't even really tell you if I would have been cool with other people seeing that moment, because I was in Mac mode. I was in the MEAC Mac mode. But no, I mean, like, just that. Now that's just me personally. Again, I'm old school. So, but yeah, if you record it, then it's captured for life. It's in your archives. You can send it to whomever you want to send it to. You could show it to your kids, whatever. Another positive with that is that it could be shared on your social network. I am amazed when I think about the fact that all of our kids, literally with the advent of social media, because I'm someone who had a huge social media presence, a lot of people have literally watched my kids grow through social media. Now, most of them have never met me or even met my kids, but there is a network of people that I'm super cool with, that I consider to be friends. Some I consider to be like family, who've literally watched my kids grow. Like, there are some people who I go back as far as on social media where they remember when we just had 3 sons. And then they remember when it was when I announced on social media that we were having our daughter. And I still, every time, like, on her birthday, I go to my Facebook, what is it called? Facebook Memories. I go to her Facebook Memories, and you can actually see the post where I said, I announced on Facebook that our daughter was here, and all the comments and everything. And it's, so announcing a child's birth on social media, which again, I was able to do it with Skylar, our daughter. She's the only girl, but our oldest son, Dion, there was no social media around when he was born. So even with the kids, I wasn't able to share that moment. But you can share it on your social network, and it's there as long as the social network is there. It's there forever. It's in perpetuity, if you will. And it can also be something that you share with your friends and your family, obviously. special moments. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the birth of a child. It could be a graduation. If you follow the podcast, we just did an episode about a month and a half ago about graduations, graduation celebrations. So something like that, or your child's first T-ball game, or your child's, or your, you graduating from college, or whatever the case may be, whatever those special moments are, your first date, prom. Listen, I can't tell you how I'm always amazed to see the prom pictures for the kids. And a lot of times in my social network, I've seen these, much like my kids, I've seen these kids literally grow up. And these kids don't know me, but I know them through their parents and through their social media feeds. And so seeing that, and also like in my family, like I have, 2 nephews and 3 nieces. And, I see them not as much as I would like, but I see them quite often. But, every now and then, the pictures will drop in the family group chat. And it's always amazing, just particularly my nephews, just watching them grow. And I still got pictures in my phone of my nephews when they were like 3 and 4, and seeing them now, grown young, damn near grown young men. My youngest nephew is he's about to start his sophomore year in high school. And I remember, the day that he was born, and my brother called me, he was, on cloud 9. And just all the kids, and same goes for my kids with them. So I get it. So there's something to be said about, being able to share those special moments on, with when you're recording it, or you're taping it, or you're taking pictures of it. There is a flip side. Here's the thing. If you are recording a special moment, there's a chance that you may miss. I'm getting tongue-tied here. Here's the thing. If you're recording a special moment to share with everyone else, there's a chance that you may miss that special moment while you're trying to record the moment for someone else. Are you feeling nostalgic for the golden eras of rap and soul music? If so, tune in to the Rap Soul Podcast. We are your weekly journey through the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, spotlighting the music and the hidden gems that shaped the soundtrack of our lives. From the powerful beats to the soulful melodies, we bring you the best of the past with fresh insights and stories. Rediscover the music that defined a generation. Subscribe to the Rap Soul Podcast and enjoy the vibes. If you want a podcast where culture, conversation, and life collide, where you get insightful commentary, engaging discussions, and a fresh perspective on everything, then you need to listen to the 12 Kyle podcast. Hosted by the one and only, yours truly, 12 Kyle, a voice that you know and trust. This podcast will bring you thought-provoking moments, compelling stories, and a whole lot of fun. Whether you're a first-time listener or just tuning in, each episode promises to be something new and exciting. So sit back, relax, join 12 Kyle, myself, and my guests as we break down the world around us and give you stories that you've never heard before, from nostalgic throwbacks to everything in between. The 12 Kyle podcast is a front row seat to this conversation. Subscribe now and never miss an episode of the 12 Kyle podcast, where the vibe is always real and the discussion is always worth your time.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
Case in point, concerts. At the time of this recording, we recently saw like Beyonce on this incredible concert run. And while I'm not a fan of Beyonce's music, I can appreciate the hustle that she has and the drive and everything else. But I saw videos from her concerts, and it's like, and the videos were cool, but it's like the loud music is the show, it's everything. But I'm like, you're in that moment. You really should be enjoying Beyonce. You really shouldn't be standing there with your phone up like this. You really shouldn't. But people do it. And there are some people that will hold it there and they'll take a picture or they'll send a video or whatever, or record a video. And then there's some people that will stream their experience for the concert. Now, if I paid $1,500 for some tickets to see Beyonce, I ain't streaming nothing. You got to tune into the podcast to hear me talk about it. But I mean, everybody doesn't vibe like that. But going back to the point, there's a good chance that you can miss the moment. Like if your son is shooting free throws and the game is on the line, you're not in the moment. You're recording him shooting free throws, make or miss, but you're not in the moment. You're there, but you're not there. And I'll be honest, this has been a conversation that my wife and I have had, because like there'll be times where we'll be doing something and we'll be in an event or something like that. And she'll say, hey, take a picture of this, or hey, record this, or make sure you record this. Like case in point, our middle son, Cameron, graduated from Southern University a couple of months ago at the time of this recording. And my wife was like, hey, make sure you record him coming across the stage. I'm like, no, I want to see, this is my boy. This is our child. I want to see him. If I'm holding my phone up, I'm missing him walking. While I'm recording him, I'm not enjoying the moment because I'm creating another moment for other people to watch later on. But in that moment, at that second, I missed the moment. And that's not fair to me. And so I'm not into creating moments for other people to enjoy down the road. I want to be in the moment, and I want to take advantage of that moment and celebrate and rejoice in that particular moment for me and whomever I'm watching or engaging with. I'm not here to create content for y'all. I mean, it's cool, but no. And so that's been a small point of contention for us. So, it's been something that I've voiced, and it's she knows where I stand on it. And yeah, luckily for us, the moment was captured, but I didn't want to just be standing there just holding my phone. I wanted to hear his name be called. I wanted to hear how the people in the audience were cheering for him. I wanted to be there for that particular time because I'm never going to get that time again. Ever. He could get 10,000 more degrees. I'll never get that moment and what if I'm holding it up and I drop my phone or something? I mean, like, anything can happen. And here's the thing. If you record that moment, and I'm just using Cameron's graduation as an example. If I record that moment, I'm not in that moment, and then I send it to the family. The family looks at it, oh, this is great. I put it on Facebook. Oh, this is great. I put it on Instagram. Oh, this is great. Oh, I'm so proud of it. And then people move on. They celebrate it and they rejoice in it for a minute. But I missed the minute. I missed that time. And you can't get that time back. The next thing, depending on where you store it, that moment, if you're recording a video, you're going to lose that video. It just really depends on where you store it. If you store it in your phone, there's a chance that when you change your phone, you get the iPhone 35, that video is not going to be in there, or that video doesn't carry over, or you break your phone, or you put them on a cloud and you can't get in the cloud. Any and everything can happen. So that's a very tricky thing. And I'm willing to bet, and I did it just for recording purposes. I looked to see how many pictures and videos that I have in my phone before I started this episode. Before I started this episode, I had 4,077 pictures and videos in my phone, dating all the way back to, I think the first one, let me double check real quick. Bear with me one second. Let's scroll all the way to the top in the iPhone. Okay, that's not an old picture. So I think these are old pictures. I want to say, well, this picture is dated 2012. I know that that's not the first picture. These are old pictures. Okay, so 2015. So the first picture goes back January 25th. So I literally have 10 years worth of pictures and videos in my phone. And the reality is that even that picture that I just pulled up, a picture of me in a leather jacket, I haven't looked at that picture probably in 8 years. If you store it somewhere, the odds are likely is that you're probably not going to look at it again unless you just have to get it for something or whatever like that. And videos, like I said, are different because the videos you're probably going to lose. There's no doubt about that. And then lastly, ask yourself, when was the last time you went back and looked at these videos or those moments? And if it's still in your phone, like I said about that picture that I just pulled up, no, I mean, like I literally haven't looked at that picture in probably 8 years. And I think maybe I put it up for like a throwback Thursday on Instagram. And that was it. And I mean, like, so the time just comes and goes. And I think a lot of times we probably find ourselves hanging on to these things and we put a lot of value in it, but we're missing the moment. So in conclusion, again, it's tough. I don't necessarily knock people who record these moments, but I think also there's something to be said for being in the moment and enjoying the moment. If you're at a club, enjoy the club. Don't spend all night filming the club. If you're at a concert, trust me, if you're going to see Beyonce, I'm pretty sure Beyonce wants to see your face. She don't want to see your phone all night. She wants you to be engaged. And that's why we have a lot of these shows and these comedy shows and everything where people say, hey, you have to lock your phones up. I think, and it wasn't until I had gone to a concert maybe about 4 or 5 years ago that I realized like how bad that was. Like, people aren't enjoying the moments. They're so busy trying to create moments. I remember distinctly, it was like 2017, I think, 2016, 2017 or whatever. I saw Rakim perform here in Atlanta. It was the first time I'd ever seen the God perform. And I'm like, oh man, it's Rakim Allah, the God MC. I got to see him. And so I went to his concert, and I remember there was an app. Was it Periscope? I think that was the name of the app, Periscope. And somebody from Paris, I think I tweeted something about being on Periscope at the concert or something like that. And somebody said, like, are you gonna film it live on Periscope? Are you gonna stream live on Periscope? And I'm like, no. Like, I paid $20 to get in here. I'm not sending this to y'all. I'm not posting it. I'm not. I did record one clip, and it was like 15 seconds of Rakim performing Eric B for President. And I kept that clip, and I still have that clip. And that was it. Like, that was all that was going to be posted. Because when I go to concerts, I'm going to the show. I've paid my money. I'm going to see said entertainer, not Cedric the Entertainer, said entertainer. I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to vibe. I'm going to get my money's worth. I'm going to dance. I'm going to do a little bit of everything. I'm not there to show you what you've missed. So, be in the moment. Again, I don't have any problems with it. I just think, like, for me, I want to be in the moment, because I think if I'm in the moment, I won't miss the moment. But if you're in the moment and you're recording it, you're probably going to miss the moment. And ultimately, that's not going to be good for you or the people that you think you're recording it for. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for me. Thanks again for checking out this edition of the 12 Kyle Podcast. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast. We drop new episodes every Thursday and every Sunday. If you're on YouTube, check us out, 12 Kyle Podcast. We're also on social media all across the board, 12 Kyle Podcast. We also have a new baby. It is called the Rap Soul Podcast. You can listen wherever you're listening to this podcast. We're also on YouTube as well. Rap Soul Podcast is my music podcast where we talk about music and artists from the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s when it comes to hip hop, rap, soul, and R&B. Simply put, it's the best music podcast that you've never heard. So check it out. Also, we have merch. We have merch. Click the description box in the show notes and click the link that says merch. And there you can find 12 Kyle Podcast t-shirts, hoodies, as well as coffee mugs. We got it for the low. Ladies and tongue-tied. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, it's your boy 12 Kyle. I want to thank you for checking in. I am your boy 12 Kyle. I'll catch you guys next time. 5,000. Cheers.
Thanks again for listening to this episode of the 12 Kyle Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and share this podcast with a friend who needs the 12 Kyle Podcast in their life. Every listen, every download, and every share helps us grow. Thanks for being a part of the 12 Kyle Podcast community. We appreciate your support. We will catch you next time. 5,000.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.